Hello, Manjari.
Hold on. No, it's on YouTube. Oh, wait, let me see. Hold on.
It's live on YouTube, yes.
Here, I got it. Okay, I got to text this to Raj. Okay. Go there? They arrived?
Not yet. They arrived. Their flight gets in at 8:30 or so.
Oh, that's still much better than what they usually come in at. Still more reasonable time for them.
No, if Ronnie had her way, should they be coming at midnight?
11. 2 a.m.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, you would. It was only $41, so I booked it.
That's right.
I will admit.
Just getting some money.
I will admit that sounds exactly like me.
I know.
But I don't
think
like it.
the last 3 years I figured it out.
I'm not kidding.
You don't think I figured it out?
Yeah, a deal is a deal.
Look what I got. You guys jealous? Let me show you.
What is that? Oh, butter. Nice.
My Sabudana Vada. Yeah, that shirt quality's not great. I'll look online. It's the thingies. I know. Did you join already?
1 year and 3-4 months.
Did you join, Dad?
Yeah, I'm not getting.
I'll go join for you. No, you're not online. He says just have to push one button, beta. Hey, Krishna Raj. Oh, let me enable participants sharing. So it's already done. Hey, Krishna Raj. Participant sharing is enabled, so you'll be good to go. 1 second. Okay. You see me twice?
Yes.
2 screens. But yeah, imagine Karen and Clara on. So I turned you on as waving both times. Yeah. Who's singing today?
Ahana and Rhythma.
Huh?
Ahana and Rhythma.
I can't hear for some reason.
Ahana and Rhythma.
Oh, the little cuties. Little cuties are singing today. Hopefully they join on. Hi, girls. Hi, Krishna. They look so cute.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna, everyone. It's 8 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and get started. So today, since we're on a little tight schedule, in the sense that we're not going to have full 15 minutes chanting, you guys got 10 minutes. I have 5. So keep that in mind and take it away.
Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shrimate Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Shunyavani Pashyata Deshatarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, lady. Yashomati Nandana Brajabaranagada Gokula Ranjana Kana.
Yashamati Nandana Brajabara Nagara Gokula Ranjana Kana.
Yashomati Nandana Brajabaranagada Gokula Ranjana Kana.
Yashomati Nandana Brajabara Nagara Gokula Ranjana Kana.
Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara
Gopi Paranadhana Madana Manohara.
Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara
Gopi Paranadhana Madana Manohara.
Kaliya Damana Vidana
Kali Yadamana Vidhana.
Kaliya Damana Vidana
Kali Yadamana Vidhana.
Amalaharina Mamiya Vilasa
Amalaharina Mamiya Vilasa.
Amalaharina Mamiya Vilasa
Amalaharina Amiya Vilasa.
Vipina Purandara Navina Nagara Bara
Vipina Purandara Navina Nagara Bara.
Vamsi Vadana Suvasa
Vamsi Badana Suvasa.
Raja Janapalana Surakulanasana
Raja Janapalana Asurakulanasana.
Nanda Godanara Koala
Nanda Godanara Kovala.
Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara
Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara.
Sundarananda Gopala
Sundarananda Gopala.
Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Basanahara
Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Basanahara.
Rasa Rasika Kripa Maya
Rasa Rasika Kripa Moya.
Shirada Vallabha Vrindavana Natavara
Shri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Natabara.
Bhakti Vinodashraya
Bhakti Vinoda Shraya.
Lord Krishna is the beloved son of Mother Yashoda, the transcendental lover in the land of Vraja, the delight of Gokul, Kana, a nickname of Krishna, the wealth of the lives of the gopis. He steals the mind of even Cupid and punishes the Kaliya serpent. These pure holy names of Lord Hari are full of sweet nectarian pastimes. Krishna is the Lord of the 12 forests of Vraja. He is ever youthful and he is the best of lovers. He is always playing on a flute. He is an excellent dresser. Krishna is the protector of the inhabitants of Vraja, the destroyer of various demonic dynasties, the keeper and tender of Nanda Maharaj's cows, the giver of pleasure to the cows, land, and spiritual senses, the husband of the goddess of fortune, the butter thief, and the beautiful coward boy of Nanda Maharaj. Krishna wanders along the banks of the river Yamuna. He stole the garments of the young damsels of Raja who were bathing there. He delights in the mellows of the rasa dance. He is very merciful, the lover and beloved of Srimati Radharani, the great dancer of Vrindavan, the shelter and only refuge of Thakur Bhaktivinoda. Okay, without further ado, Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Certainly we can.
I got these from a lawyer.
I hope
Probably, yeah. Probably there's all kinds of strings attached. I don't know about. Yeah. Okay. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. So we were thinking about Nauka Leela this morning, because Krishna has so many pastimes, so many different pastimes, and in the 10th canto, some of them are described, and so many other ones. But the Nauka Leela are Krishna's, boating pastimes, And here's some drawing. Looks like maybe ISKCON devotees, Krishna and some of his lady friends. But over here we have other boating experiences we're thinking about here, maybe in the more modern world. Go to the next slideshow here. Okay. And this takes us to the yacht Hanuman, Y-A-T-C-H, yacht Hanuman. And it's one of a class of yachts that were made to reproduce the yachts of the 19th century of Pierpont Morgan, the Rockefellers, and all these very, very rich industrialists, But they're using modern materials like graphite, and so they can make them much more sturdy and light. I think it's called Y class. And this is the main salon inside the thing. They're very luxurious. I think it's like $150,000 a weekend or $30,000 a weekend to rent them. But we're going to raise up the money and do it. But if we're going to do this, our boating pastime, I think maybe we need to redecorate the main salon. Okay. What do we need first to redecorate this? Don't be shy.
a picture of Gaur Nitai or Radha Krishna?
Well, we approached them through Prabhupada.
Or Prabhupada first?
There we go. How's that? Is that good?
Yes.
Okay, we redecorated that wall. Okay. And of course, Prabhupada, very, very nice, Then, yeah, like you're saying, we need Radha and Krishna. You see them there now?
Yes.
Yeah. So here's Krishna coming home, and Mother Yashoda is receiving him very nicely. I guess this is one of the very best of all the ISKCON paintings. And if you go and look at the composition, how it creates the focus on different people, there's Krishna, behind Krishna are his friends with flags, and all the cowherd boys are so happy. They're delivering Krishna back home safe after all day with him, and the cows also running. Mother Yashoda, of course, is a very, very intense rasa right there. In many ways, the hands out, that becomes the main focus, in the evening. And Nanda Maharaj is looking, very, very proud, standing there. But then back behind him are the gopis. And if you look at them, you can maybe figure out, well, that looks like Radharani, and that could be Vishaka and Lalita, you can think about it. But they form a separate group. And it looks like they're very, very happy to see how much Krishna loves his mommy. Okay, they're happy with that. But also, of course, there's a confidential pastime behind that. So very, very nice opportunity. Okay, but then what are we going to do? We we have to do a little artik on board the yacht Hanuman with our crew of 20 people. So a little incense. Yeah. Vanaspati Ura Sopano Gandate Ganda Uttama Agriya Sarvadevanam Dupayam Patagiyatam Eshadupa Kling Krishnaya Namaha Swaparakasho Mahateja Sarvata Temirapaha Sahabhaya Biantara Jyotir Esha Dvipa Kling Krishnaya Namaha. And singing and dancing, for Krishna, and seeing how Krishna and everybody's happy, and we're watching this scene from the side, and we're Brisbasis and also having such fun. Okay, but then after the Arctic course class, we look at the books down there. They look like classic books, but you should place that with the Bhaktivedanta library. Okay, Haribo. So, what do you think of the main salon now, Abhishek?
Looks really nice, Maharaj.
Isn't it? Yeah. It was. I was doing this, this working on this, and I was thinking, my God, this is this, play. It's like a dollhouse, like little girls playing with their dollhouses. Okay, yeah, it's very nice. It's just, okay. And meanwhile, outside here we have the clouds and the sun, and this is where we are. Oh my God, this boat is just incredible. There's Hanuman, and they race these big racing boats, and you can see the crew on there. Krishna says, among bodies of water, I am the ocean. Among purifiers, I am the wind. I am the light of the sun. I am the ability in man. So everything is here. This is why we're just associating with Krishna, and then competition, for to who's going to win this race. Yeah. So no Kalila, but where are they going? Where are they going? Okay, here we have, aha! Wow, wow, woo, wow, 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 woo, wow. Okay. Okay, yeah. So Hanuman, even described as is going to find the poor, captured, spirit soul. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabunaya. Everybody is by nature a devotee of Krishna. And actually, the Haladini Shakti is present in everyone's heart. Yeah? But Sita was kidnapped and imprisoned. Okay, but now we're imprisoned, especially Prabhupada says, by bad ideas, by bad propaganda. So up here we have a very nice picture. I think it's a classical picture of Vaisheshika in Boston. And he's trying to to sail, into the hearts of these conditioned souls there, and deliver. These are books I like. I like Light of the Bhagavat because it's a very Oriental book. It's for very, very much the kind of audience where I feel home in terms of preaching. And then one purport probably says anybody more interested in hearing about the land of Vrindavan can consult the literature left by the 6 Goswamis. So right away we have Upadeshamrita. And people still with us. Then we like teachings of Lord Chaitanya. It's not 5,000 years ago with a giant 80-mile long witch or things like that. It's within a time, historical time where people can appreciate it. And it can be divided into 5, I think, different little sub books. Teachings to Rupa Goswami, teachings to Sanat Goswami, teachings to liberation of Sarvabhauma, teachings to Ramananda, discussions with Ramananda Roy, and dialogues with Prakashananda Saraswati. And Prakashananda and Sarvabhauma, they deal with Vedanta in a very, very profound fashion. Then, of course, Rupa and Sanatana. Rupa is describing the whole process of Adoshradha up to Prema. And Sanatana Goswami, Lord Chaitanya, is describing even more technically, even including all the process. Yeah. And with Ramananda Roy, Prabhupada in the introduction to Srimad Bhagavatam says, well, we can't even really discuss all these topics here until people are more spiritually advanced. And as I heard Bhakti Siddhanta, that was his final meditation. Yeah. Yeah. So this is our process. Read the books to distribute them. Let that mold your program. So looking at the book, I came up here. This is very, very nice. This is Madhya Lila. And then what chapter it is? I think maybe it's 19. Yeah. Okay, Rupa Shiksha. While Balaba Acharya was massaging him, Lord Chaitanya, the Lord asked him to go take prasad. After taking prasad, he returned to the lotus feet of the Lord. At that time, Raghupati Upadhyaya of the Tiruhita district arrived. He was a very learned scholar, a great devotee, and a respectable gentleman. Raghupati Upadhyaya first offered his respects to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the Lord gave him his blessings, saying, always stay in Krishna consciousness. Well, yeah. And if we're always in Krishna consciousness, we surpass all material distress, and we accept our body may be hacked to pieces, yeah, but we no longer identifying with it. Just as some madman tears off your coat and starts to chop it to pieces and everything else. Well, it's my coat, but I can calmly walk away. So if we're in Krishna consciousness, then we see, well, it's good. Finish off his body. It's like finishing off a prison house. And now I can walk away with Krishna, the Mahamantra. So Lord Chaitanya gave him the benediction, always stay in Krishna consciousness. Raghupati Upadhyaya was very pleased to hear the Lord's blessings. The Lord then asked him to describe Krishna. Okay. So on the right here, we got this winding path going to the highest destination. When Raghupati Upadhyaya was requested to describe Krishna, he began to recite some verses he had personally composed about Krishna's pastimes. Hearing those verses, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was overwhelmed with ecstatic love. Raghupati Upadhyaya recited, those who are afraid of material existence worship the Vedic literature. Some worship Smriti, the corollaries of the Vedic literature, and others worship the Mahabharata. As far as I am concerned, I worship Krishna's father, Maharaj Nanda, in whose courtyard the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Absolute Truth, is playing. When Raghupati Upadhyaya was requested by the Lord to recite more, he immediately offered his respects to the Lord and granted his request. To whom, okay, we have the translation over here on the right-hand side. I gotta move my, okay. We can all chant together. We chant with the microphones closed, otherwise it breaks up the timing. I'll chant out loud and everybody else chant in your ashram. Kam pratikataitum ishe sampratiko vapatitim ayatu gopati tanaya kunje upavaduti vitam brahma. Again. Kam pratikataitum ishe sampratiko vapatitam ayatu gopati tanaya kunje upaviduti vitam brahma. To whom can I speak who will believe me when I say that Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is hunting the gopis in the bushes by the banks of the river Jamuna? In this way, the Lord demonstrates his pastime. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested Raghupati Upadhyaya to continue speaking about the pastimes of the Lord, Sri Krishna, the Lord, okay, I think there's something missing here. Thus the Lord was absorbed in ecstatic love, and his mind, and when he asked him to go on chanting like that, his mind and body became slackened. The Prabhupada said this is a natural symptom. When we give up our attachment to the material world, then we become strongly attached to the spiritual world, and our material body becomes slackened. Okay, next slide. When Raghupati Upadhyaya saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's ecstatic symptoms, he decided that the Lord was not a human being, but Krishna himself. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Raghupati Upadhyaya, according to your decision, who is the foremost being? Raghupati Upadhyaya replied, Lord Shamasundar is the supreme form. Of all Krishna's abodes, which do you think is the best? Yeah. Madhupuri or Mathura Dham is certainly the best. Of the three stages of Krishna, known as childhood, Kumar, boyhood, Pagonda, and fresh youth, Kishore, which do you consider best? Fresh youth is the best stage. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, among all the mellows, which do you consider best? Raghupati Upadhyaya replied, the mellow of conjugal love is supermost. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, you have certainly given first-class conclusions. After saying this, he began to recite the full verse in a faltering voice. Okay. We have translation over here. Again, we can all chant together. Shamam eva param rupam puri madhu puri bara mayah kaishora kam deyam adya eva paro rasa. The form of Shamasundar is the supreme form. The city of Mathura is the supreme abode. Lord Krishna's fresh youth should always be meditated upon. And the mellow of conjugal love is the supreme mellow. So many options. I mean, there are always all kinds of heroic movies with battle scenes and wars and equipment and big cavalry charges, or was it the Greyhound some time ago with what's his name, Hanks or something, And yeah, they're very thrilling. These are actual mellows. These are mellows. Yeah. And so then somebody may ask, well, what is the supreme mellow? We actually looked up on YouTube today about our Fairview Baptist Church, our Christian neighbors there. And we were surprised that they are hardcore fundamentalist, Baptists. They say, we accept that the King James Version of the Bible is inspired by God and every word is true. This was the one written, 400 years ago, and so many Christian groups, almost all of them, accept that there are many, many mistakes in the translations, and the words are not like modern English and so on. And then they have other things like that, very, very fundamentalist. And so they have their mellow, they have their intensity, their attachment. So many mundane mellows, temporary mellows. But amongst those who are transcendentalists and worshiping Vaikuntapati or Shriman Narayan or Jehovah or Allah, even still such mellows, people dying for these things. But here his conclusion is, the form of Shamasundar is the supreme form. The city of Mathura is the supreme abode. It says over here, the city, okay. Lord Krishna's fresh youth should always be meditated upon, and the mellow of conjugal love is the supreme mellow. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then embraced Raghupati Upadhyaya in ecstatic love. Raghupati Upadhyaya also was overwhelmed by love and began to dance. Text 108. My gosh. Vallabhacharya was struck with wonder to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Raghupati Upadhyaya dancing. He even brought forward his two sons and made them fall down at the Lord's lotus feet. So I hope everybody is enjoying our little boat trip like that. Whether you're on deck, dancing with the wind, or you're down below, engaged in the kata. Lord Chaitanya was, Prabhupada, when he went on his boating pastime on the Jaladuta, he was absorbing the mellow of Chaitanya Charitamrita when he was crossing. So any comments or questions or anything?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam, Madhav Das. So you transported us to Mathura Dham, Vrindavan. It's amazing description with your created this art. We were just floating in that planet, enjoying those mellows, the top mellows. We get to feel of that mellow. It was so beautiful. Wonderful.
Welcome to my living room. It's cold.
You have a fantastic living room. I think it is so pleasant. It's incredible. Thank you for your mercy to have that, your living room. The best.
But look, one thing I was noticing, one thing is interesting here. I don't know what this is. This is part of the permanent fixture. I'm sure. Strange thing. Yeah. I don't know who made this boat. Yeah. Why you do?
Not only Vrindavan and Mathura, but also to Puri. And that Leela happened at Mahaprabhu's Leela happened at Puri.
No, this is. I think this is when he was with. See, I think this is instructions to Sanatana Goswami. So when Lord Chaitanya was in, I think was it
Banaras?
Yeah, Banaras, yeah.
Varanasi.
And they went to Darshashtameda Ghat.
So Vallabhacharya came to see Mahaprabhu in Banaras?
He lived there on the other side of the river.
That's right. Yeah, he had that place. Yeah. But Vallabhacharya also met Mahaprabhu at Puri too, isn't it?
Yeah, he came later.
Yeah.
I think he's an incarnation of Nimbark Swami or something.
Yeah. And
he was somehow a little bit too proud of his logic and his scholarship and everything else. And he tried to get Gadadhar Pandit to hear his things, and nobody would listen to him because Lord Chaitanya wasn't, because it was pointing out he was just a little too proud, So finally he started his own sampradaya, and then his sons. But Madhavinda Puri made his two sons pujaris for Natji. Yeah. So we're very closely tied, I think, to Vallabha Sampradaya. So many similar things.
He has made the commentary on Bhagavatam, and Mahaprabhu will not even listen.
I know.
More than more.
He said he said my commentary is better than
Sridhar Swami.
Yeah, the Lord Chaitanya said.
You are kind of described as unchaste.
Yeah. He said
you're better than
only a prostitute doesn't recognize the husband. Yeah. Oof. So much thanks to everybody. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. So with that, I'll ask Vishnucharan Prabhu to go ahead and unmute himself. And we'll sing the 5th verse of the Sat Goswami Ashtakam.
Oh, wow. Nice. Wow.
Jat Kokila Hansa Sarasa Garna Kine Mayuragule Jat Kokila Hansa Sarasa Garna Kine Mayuragule Nana Ratnani Baddha Mula Vitapa Shri Yukta Vrindavane Nana Ratnani Baddha Mula Vitapa Shri Yukta Vrindavane Radha Krishna अहर्निशं प्रभजतो जीवार्धतो मुदा राधा कृष्णमहर्निशं प्रभजतो जीवार्धतो वन्दे रूपसनातनो रघुयुगो श्रीजीवनोपाल वन्दे रूपसनातनो रघुयुगो श्रीजीवनोपालको वन्दे रूपसनातनो रघुयुगो श्रीजीवनोपालको वन्दे रूपसनातनो रघुयुगो श्रीजीवनोपालको Okay, word to word translation. Kujat, cooing, kokila of cuckoos, hamsa of swans, saras and of cranes, gana, flocks, arkine, crowded, mayur with peacocks, akule in the constantly agitated motion, nana ratna with various jewels, nibaddhamul bound around their bases, vitapa the trees, shriyukta endowed with splendor, Vrindavane in the forest of Vrindavan, Radha Krishna of Radha and Krishna, Ahar Nisham day and night, Prabhajatao, they who are engaged in enthusiastic worship, Jiva upon the living entities, Aradhao, they who bestow the ultimate goal of life, Yao, they who, Mudha, with the great delight.
Thank you, Prabhu. Amit Bey, are the girls available to sing the Nishinga prayer? And while they're getting ready, if everyone can please keep everyone affected by COVID in India, specifically Mayapur and all. So, if you will,
Ahmed Bhai is getting a FaceTime.
Nope, we are getting a FaceTime.
Oh, they're getting FaceTime.
Sorry about that. All right, ready, Anna?
Yeah.
Namaste Narasingaya. Namaste Narasingaya. Pranadinaadidaine. Hiranyakashipurvaksha. Hiranyakashipurvaksha. Shinatankanakalaya. Shinatankanakalaya. Ito nasingo parito nasingo. Ito nasingo parito nasingo. Yato yato yamita to nasingo. Yato yato yamita to nasingo. Bahi nasingo ridai nasingo. Bahi nasingo ridai nasingo. Narasinga madim sharanam prapade. Narasinga madim sharanam prapade. Tava kare kamala vare. Nakamadbhuta shringam. Tanita hiranyakashipu. Tanubringam. Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Avakare Kamalavare Nakamarputa Shinga Nalita Hiranyakashipu Tanuvringa Keshavarita Narari Rupa Jaya Jaganisha Hare Jaya Jaganisha Hare Jaya Jaganisha Hare Jaya Nrsimhadev 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 Jaya Pranam Maharaj 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Nrsimha Bhagwan ki jai Hare Krishna Hare Bol
Thank you, ladies. So that concludes this evening's program.
Hold on just a second. Yep. So tomorrow, hopefully, Ram Gadari Prabhu will be there. Sriman and Ram Gadari Prabhu continue discussion.
Yes,
on-
Prabhuji, I'll be there, Prabhuji.
Thank you, bro. So Sriman will just give perspective, and then Ram Gadari Prabhu. And if it is not, then anybody else, please. I should say or should not say. Then when I was listening other day, when Kaushalya was accusing Bharat Maharaj that that this all happened because of that, then his first thing he said, that first sin is that if had realization and did not share, that is first sin. If I have done that, I should get that punishment. So I'm sure I don't want to say anything, but I think all of you have some realization about what we are listening and hearing. So please share. And if Saroji has done wonderful work, this summarizing this chapter, and Sriman will continue tomorrow, then Ram Gadari Prabhu, and then anybody else, then probably we can extend to Sunday. I hope that please consider that, and we can go with the Vaishnava Pranam.
How is it possible on Fridays we end sooner?
Huh?
Weekend class. On Fridays we always end the program earlier, but on the weekdays it goes longer.
I don't know, because Maharaj is here. I don't know. Maharaj is taking good control of it. Yes, Ashish Prabhu, you have something to say? Hello? Ashish Prabhu?
I think
Let's unmute it. Vaishnava.
yeah.
Okay. Let's do it, Vaishnava.
Vanchakalpayasha kripasinduvaeva Nam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare
Thank you.